Hey, what's up, guys? So, with the release of Champions coming out in, I kid you not, 2 days from the time of this recording, I just wanted to do some theory crafting videos on some of the new megas before we learn what their abilities are. If you like this type of content, you can like and subscribe. I'll be doing a lot of Champions content when the game releases, so if you want that, stay in tune. But on to the video. So, Golurk, I kid you not, this thing is a stat machine and it has crazy bulk. It has 55 speed, so it can be run in Tail Room, can be run with Tailwind, and see some success just like Ursaluna. It actually reminds me of Ursaluna, to be honest. Like, their stats really aren't super different, but they both are ground types. One's a ground normal, one's a ground ghost, which is kind of funny. So basically, Golurk actually has the advantage over Ursaluna, okay? Especially since Golurk has some fighting type moves that it can learn to deal with the Ursaluna. Like, it gets close combat, right? Even if it's not stab, but being at 159, oh, it's gonna smack. It's gonna smack. So, my takeaways with Mega Golurk is I honestly think it's an Incineroar check. Um, it has Earthquake. It can be an Earthquake spammer. What else? This is even before I even think of what like abilities it could have, which is kind of funny. Okay, actually, it doesn't seem to have a bad move. It gets knockoff. Now, what on the ghost side does it get? It gets Poltergeist, and doesn't it get Shadow Fist? I remember it's pre-Evo getting Shadow Fist, but like it's Shadow Fist. Shadow Fist isn't really like a move you want to run all the time. Yeah, Shadow. I said Fist. Shadow Punch. It ignores accuracy check, but it's 60 base power. But with the stats that he has, 60 base power may not be like the worst thing in the world. What else does it have? Dang, that's a lot. Jesus Christ, Thunder Punch, Superpower. Dang, it has coverage for days. Right, and it's only me looking on Showdown, so this stuff could be drastically wrong, or they can get some buffs before like the start of the game comes out. Interesting. But okay, now who would I think his best partners would be? Obviously, if he wants to do Earthquake spam, his best partner could definitely be like right. His best partner could be not Mega Dragonite, of course, because you're obviously your Mega Stone's going to Golurk. Some of the Trick Room variant teams, since he can't be faked out by Incineroar, you can literally like hook him until Rillaboom comes out. Rillaboom's probably his most scariest matchup, right? Because like Rillaboom doesn't have to fake him out; he could just um Woodhammer or Grassy Glide him. Yeah, that is type of a downside. That is tight, but luckily Rillaboom's not in the game initially, so get that thought out of here. You know what? Gyarados could be another option to put with him for for Earthquake spam. Not really much, and I think you would run Golurk as like the secondary mega. I don't think he'd be your main solely because of like he'd be there to check the main megas matchups. You get what I'm saying? That's really how I see Mega Golurk. And like some set ideas could be you could do honestly, you could do this body press. You could do Iron Defense body press sets. What else? You could do like I said, you could do Earth spam. You can do Earthquake spam. What setup move does he get? Does he get Vulcan? No. Does he get any setup moves actually? Does he get any setup moves? He only gets Iron Defense. He only gets fire defense. He doesn't get any of the offensive setup moves. Okay. Then he could just run like stab, coverage, protects, right? You definitely could just do earthquake or high her silver. Oh, that was stupid. Never do that again. Um, yeah. Shoot. Give me a moment. Okay, we're back. Earthquake and high horsepower with, you know, if you want to say F Incineroar, if you want to say I want Incineroar to have a bad day, you can run close combat and then like Poltergeist, right? Since everybody's always gonna have since everybody's always going to have an item, especially the megas, they're always gonna have an item. So you can run Poltergeist. Poltergeist probably being his most consistent and scary ghost move, because you could run Shadow Fist, but keep saying Shadow Fist, Shadow Punch. But like it's only six, like again, it's 60 base power. Whoop de doo. And then you run Protects. That could be another set, right? Pretty interesting. He really only has these two sets. Like, is there something crazy you could do? But like, are we really gonna go into like crazy sets? Especially since we don't even know what his ability is, so it could contradict like one of these sets. These two are the safest because like even without an ability, those two can be ran and you can do whatever you want. For if you want to do if you actually like, he gets all the punch moves, right? So instead of like close combat, you could do Ice Punch, you could do Thunder Punch for the water types. Um, you could honestly do Power Up Punch to get an attack boost, and then next turn hit crazy Earthquakes, and then do some chip damage on Incineroar. What other? You could run Rock Slide. Actually, kind of dumb when you get under Trick Room. Oh, that's not even mentioning like some of his other best partners are Trick Room setters, right? You can set up the Trick Room and then switch into him, right? So like we're gonna say Trick Room as a whole is good for him to run, right? So I mean, with the speed, tail. Let's say tail room is definitely an option for him. Like I said at the beginning of the video. If you really wanted to, you could run Whimsicott with him. You know, buff that speed up to 11. Tailwind, Earthquake the entire game. Honestly, Talonflame, now that I'm thinking about it, is a crazy teammate with him. Like, Talonflame and him, we can just facilitate what's his face? What Garchomp and him does, and that's pretty interesting. Oh, not bad, not bad. Okay, now I'm actually liking this. Wait. It's like a tail room team with Golurk and Talonflame, so you can spam Earthquakes. I see. Honestly, yo, that may be early. That may be early game sauce. I'm not even gonna lie. That may be early game sauce. All right, but I actually don't want to spend too much time theory crafting on this one mon. So like, we're gonna end this video here. I hope y'all like and subscribe, enjoying the content. I'm literally gonna bust these out like literally today. Like, you know, date drop. I'm doing this on the 6th and it will be posted on the 6th. So I hope y'all enjoyed. Have a wonderful day, guys. Peace.